Hello and welcome to our weekly energy forecast and meditation. I'm Juna.
Sabina.
And we're both from Synergy in Motion, where we inspire you and encourage you to live a life that's true to you, a life that makes your heart laugh and sing, and where you are authentically living as yourself. And what we do every week, we do a weekly energy forecast and a meditation. And the forecast is based on and inspired by the human design, gene keys, and the I Ching. And really, it's about just sitting back and relaxing and letting the neutrino stream of information and energy flow through you as we speak for the next few minutes and then go into a guided meditation. So this week, what are we all about? It is about waiting. Hexagram 5 is called waiting. It's about being and waiting. This time of year in the northern hemisphere, especially, where we have longer or shorter days, longer nights, and it is this feeling of waiting. Everything is kind of going into hibernation mode, and there's this still, quiet time that's available to us, and this time of waiting. And what are we waiting for? In the Christian tradition, it was waiting for the light to appear. And you might feel that as well with all the darkness. Then after Christmas, we do have the light, that more light comes during the day.
And in this time at the moment on the planet, we're waiting for the new. So many people that we talk with say, yeah, we're waiting. The new is not quite here. I don't know what my next steps are.
True.
I'm waiting. So it's more also an energy that goes further than just this week, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's seasonal, and it's, we are in the midst of a big evolutionary change on the planet. And so we are pregnant with this theme of waiting. So what is it in your life that you are waiting for? What are you waiting with? What are you pregnantly waiting for with that expectation? And the waiting that we want to talk about this week is consciously waiting, and waiting with awareness rather than pushing. And our minds and our egos so want to make life happen for us. The ego wants to prove and wants to rush and says, I can do it. I'll promise this. I will do this. And you can even feel that pressure coming into the new year. Oh yeah, that's when I make my New Year's resolutions. And that it comes often from the mind and the ego wanting to prove that, yes, you can do something. But before we go into all of that, there's this time of waiting. And that's what this week is all about. December 4 to 8 is waiting. And yeah, it's very simple. And take a look in your life where you are pushing from your mind, thinking something is a good idea, or that your ego wants to prove something. And just, take a few breaths, wait a little bit. I mean, your waiting could be 5 seconds, it could be 5 minutes, or it could be 5 days before you go into the next thing. And really play with enjoying the sensation in your body of waiting. Mm-hmm. Waiting for what? We don't know, but it's not about waiting, spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere, or, waiting to avoid something, or procrastination. It is waiting with this sense of expectation or anticipation. Mm. So I really love that. That's what we're encouraging. That's what we're doing. And we encourage you to do that as well. Is whatever is in your life that's maybe not happening as fast as you want. Impatience is definitely the shadow of Hexagram 5. Just be present to it. Watch it. Watch your impatience. And how do you develop patience? It is finding all of those ways to be super present with what is happening in the moment.
And an aspect that I always find challenging is to differentiate when my mind has decided it's time to act now, and the energy is just not there. And that pretty much guarantees that it runs into the empty, or I run against the wall, because I'm not in tune with what actually unfolds. The natural rhythms in life guide us in our actions. And you don't walk across the street when you see a car come by. You wait for that moment when there actually is an opening, and you don't argue, but my mind has decided it's time now, so I'm going to walk anyway. But we do that a lot in our life when our mind has decided it's time to act now, and then we run right into that truck, and that doesn't feel so good, nor does that really create anything. So it's being aware in that alertness that you described so nicely.
Yeah.
I love how you put that.
Alert to the patterns. And you just reminded me of something else, is that there are natural rhythms in the universe. Like it gets darker earlier. That's a natural rhythm. And then there's also your own natural rhythm. So it's really this dance of, okay, what are the rhythms in the universe? What are the nature's rhythms? What are the rhythms in the cycle of your family life and your daily life? There's a rhythm there. And then you have your own rhythm. And then how do you be with that? There's a lot to be present to and aware as you're waiting for something to change, something, to shift that you might be waiting for.
And for me, waiting is always one of the more challenging dynamics in life. But it also can be like watching a good movie, right? Being present with this and seeing, what unfolds. And I just realized this, if I don't feel responsible to have to make something happen, then waiting can be fun. But when I think I have to make something happen.
And that's the ego. That's what I was saying. The ego is it's this need to push. And the mind is often, like when you're efforting and pushing, it's usually the mind that thinks it knows.
It doesn't have that ease. And it just comes out of this knowing versus out of the thinking. That's for me the difference. And then it is actually very, very nice to wait, and rich, can be very rich. But when my mind is involved, it's not fun at all.
So let's take this into a meditation where we can practice waiting with this sense of expectation and awareness.
Nice. Yeah. So just give your body this yummy wriggle and allow your body to become comfortable and relaxed. And allow your breath to deepen. And I invite you to come home to yourself. That space of being and knowing, a space of you. The space where you don't have to do anything, prove anything, know anything, where you can just be you in this moment. And allow that space of you to expand throughout your whole body. And allow your body to relax into that space of you. And in that space, observe your breath flowing into your body and out of your body. Just observe that natural rhythm of your breath. Let it unfold. No pushing, no have-tos, just breathing and being. And in that space, also connect with your energetic heart, your capacity to care, your capacity to connect, your capacity to love. And allow that heart space of gratitude, appreciation, and love to open into the space of you. And from that space of you, become aware of the space and the energy around you. Just notice. Be like a cat on a warm fall day, watching the leaves tumble, ready to pounce, but waiting presently. Just observe with this power of active waiting, the energies around you. And then expand your awareness into your life, the dynamics in your life. Just become aware of what is unfolding there, the dynamics that you're waiting for, or things to unfold, relationships to be built. And just maintain that relaxed but alert, present space of awareness, just like a cat, ready to pounce, but no need to have to pounce right away. And at all times, staying in touch with that energy of your heart, connecting you with the rhythms of life, the natural rhythms. And become aware of those spaces and dynamics, your expectations and judgments, where you think you should push more, it should unfold faster, or you're impatient. And take that impatience into that space of active waiting, connected with you, the rhythms of life. And allow yourself to relax with that. And become aware of those areas where you waited a little too long, you procrastinated, or you think you procrastinated, or you think you should have, could have, wanted to, but didn't. And also take those into that space of present, active waiting, and let them relax too. And now become aware of those times in your life where you experienced this right timing, right space, right time, and it just flowed. It was just magical. And just bring that energy. Get to know that energy when the waiting has ripened and guides you to that moment when it is actually time to pounce, to act, to be, to speak, to dance. Just feel, perceive how that is in your body. Get to know that energy in your waiting as well. Aware if there is actually something in your life right now where it is the time to take action, where the time is ripe, ready, and there's an opening in the rhythms of life for you to actually create. And just notice whether that is so or not. And then return with your awareness to your present moment, your body, your space. Aware of you and a loving life, connecting with the rhythms. And from that space, become aware of our planet and the unfolding of this reality. And just be present and observe the need to push, to make happen, the impatience. And together, let's be present in this active waiting with this energy. Just witnessing, not having to do anything with it or about it, just be present. Be in your space. Just like that cat watching the leaves tumble. And also notice if you have an urgency in you that is impatient with the unfoldings on this planet. And just be present with it, witness. And know that with your active, loving waiting, you're like a midwife for a new reality to be born in the right time, in the right way. Dancing to the rhythms of life. And then come back with your awareness to your body, your space, bringing back more of this active waiting, awareness of the unfoldings of life. And give yourself permission to explore waiting with love, caring, presence, being alert and present to that energy when there is an opening, when it is actually time to move, to act, to create. Being born out of that space of waiting into the right moment, right time, right space. Give yourself permission to be present with that. Particularly in the next week. Allowing life to guide you instead of being responsible with your mind of having to make things happen. And with that, when the time is right, simply open your eyes and know that we are very grateful for you on this planet, contributing to a different unfolding, a different reality of togetherness. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that beautiful meditation. It's wonderful. So play with this next week and let waiting ripple through your life and your body, and let us know what gifts that you have found. You can always comment in below, and make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And go to our website, www.synergyinmotion.info, and look us up and see what we've got going on. So blessings on a great week ahead, and we'll see you
next week,
next time.
Yep.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.